Hi guys, this video is about our commitment to meditate during 30 days, and this is one that's very dear to my heart. Meditation for me has made the most incredible impact on my life out of everything. So take the yoga away, take everything else away, all the nutrition, everything else. For me, meditation's made the biggest impact. And this is often the part of the reset that I think most people overlook as well. So I encourage you, please to try just 30 days, just see the impact it has on yourself and then decide whether to continue. So meditation, like all of the other things we're suggesting, has so many benefits. So physically, it's so good for your health. So for instance, it lowers your blood pressure, it lowers your cholesterol, it improves your immune function. What else? It's anti-aging, that's a good one. It reduces our stress, it reduces anxiety and depression, and increases our sleep quality, and it can increase our ability to concentrate, to learn, and increases our memory as well. So loads of things, and if I told you that in the newspaper tomorrow there was a front page news, a pill has been created to give you all of these benefits and there's no side effects and it's free and it only takes 5 minutes, I think we'd all take it. But because it's as simple as sitting down and we don't always put enough emphasis on how much impact that can have, often we overlook it. So I urge you not to overlook it just for these 30 days and just see what it does for you. So physically, how do you meditate? You may not have meditated before. It is so simple, and often we try and make things more complex than they need to be, but just remember it's completely simple. So you can choose to lie down, you can choose to sit, you can kneel, you can be in any position that you find comfortable, and you want to find it comfortable for 5, 10, 15 minutes as we go through. So if you're going to be, most people say sit upright, that's really good, but if you find that after 2 minutes of doing that your back is aching and you're kind of putting in lots of effort just to stay there, then it's going to be hard to meditate because your mind is going to be so focused on the pain in your body. So I regularly lie down. As long as you don't fall asleep while you're lying down, you can do that. If you do fall asleep, then try laying on something. So I've got a triangular cushion, so I'll lay back, so I'm still fairly upright. You can just stack pillows up. So if you're more upright, you're less likely to fall asleep. So you could try that. It takes a strain off your back, and you're still nice and comfy. Or you can sit in a couch, as long as it's not really kind of slouchy. Again, that's going to hurt your back and not do your posture any good over time. So find a comfortable position, ideally the same place and the same time every day, to create some form of consistency and habit and pattern. And then close your eyes, and there's a few different forms of meditation. So you could focus just on your breath. So that's a very easy one. Your breath is there all the time. So you just close your eyes and you just gently start to point your awareness into your breath. So you might feel it, you might watch the movement of it, you might hear it, you might do all of those things. Find something about the breath that's quite easy for you to concentrate on or to focus on. And just see if you can keep that focus going for the 5 minutes. So 5 minutes to begin. And then inevitably you'll veer off into a thought about, well, I wonder if I'm breathing slow enough, and I wonder if this happens, and you'll kind of go through a train of thought. And as soon as you realize you're off thinking rather than with the breath, you just guide yourself back gently and with a smile. At that point, often we get frustrated. It's like, oh, I was only meditating for 2 minutes and I'm already off. But that's the point. We need to be kind with ourselves. So you smile, you're like, that's quite funny, it only took 2 seconds, and you just bring yourself back. So you might have to bring yourself back to the breath 100 times in 5 minutes, or you might need to bring yourself back 2 times. It really doesn't affect how beneficial it is. Some days it will be really easy and smooth, and some days it will be a challenge, and it will go up and down as well in waves. So you don't need to judge your ability on how many times it takes. The only measure is that you bring yourself back to the breath one more times, then you get drawn away. So you could focus on the breath, you could focus on your body. So that's a really nice one if you're feeling tense, if it's the end of the day, for example, just to slowly move through your body and gently relax the muscles. So you might feel like there's some tension in your jaw and you relax it, tension around your eyes, you relax them, tension around your forehead, and you just gently move through the body, up or down, whatever makes sense, just gently kind of letting go of all of the tension. And then at the end, just enjoying that full body feeling of relaxation. That's another good one. And again, you'll drift away and you'll have to draw yourself back. Excuse me. Another type of meditation would be the guided meditation. So I've recorded some meditations for you if you'd like to try those out. You literally just put them in headphones and close your eyes and just see if you can stay focused on my breath, on my voice. So again, you might veer off and you might have to come back, but just bit by bit, trying to extend the time that you stay focused for, and less than that, more reduce the amount of time that you're away. So even if you're off 10 times, if each of them's only a second that you're away, then that's much better than going off once but being away kind of for 2 minutes. So as well as my recorded ones, I won't take any offense if you don't like my voice, but with meditation you kind of want to find someone that you like the sound of. So the other good one we know of is Headspace, that you've probably heard a lot about. There's a good TED talk by the founder of Headspace as well, so check that out if you're interested. And Headspace is a free app. You can do a 10-day trial and you can repeat that 10-day trial, so you can do it 3 times if you want to. And it's a 10-minute meditation, and he actually talks you through some of the things to watch out for and to learn along the way to help you get deeper and deeper. So that's quite a good one as well, so try that out if you like to. So meditation is just training our mind, and in the same way it takes time and consistency and patience, and often we sit down for the first week, we're like, oh, I'm rubbish at this, but you wouldn't go to one of Tom's classes and be annoyed if you couldn't get a handstand in the very first one, and yet we believe we should be able to control our brain in this way. But if it's not been trained, then it's not likely that you'll be able to do that. And if you find it hard, if your mind is very busy, it's probably just a sign that you actually need it more. So please don't give up. Keep going with it, and I promise in the 30 days you'll feel a difference and you'll feel the impact. Take note of how you feel after, and also how you feel for the rest of the day. There's no right time to do this. You can do it just when you wake up, just when you go to bed, anywhere in between. The most important thing is to create it as part of your routine. So if you tell yourself, I'm going to make a special trip home every single lunchtime to do this, inevitably that won't happen. If you can slot it in after I brush my teeth, before I go to bed, that space is always free, you're already in the right place, it's much more likely to happen. If, for example, you're always so tired when it gets to that point that you just don't want to do it, then try doing it early in the morning instead, getting up 5-10 minutes earlier, asking your partner if they can mind the kids just for 5-10 minutes, seeing how you can make it fit in your schedule in a way that doesn't allow excuses to sneak in. The other thing is, if you miss a day, make sure you do not miss the next day. As soon as you've missed 2 days in a row, then it becomes really hard to get back onto the wagon. So if you miss a day, do whatever you can to get it in the next day. Even if you're just doing it for 3 minutes or 10 breaths or something, do something to stay in that kind of consistency and that rhythm. And the only other thing is we are going to change or increase the amount of time we're meditating per day as well. So week 1 we're going to be 5 minutes, nice introduction. Week 2 we're going to be 10 minutes, and week 3 and 4 we're going to be 15 minutes. So if you're doing the Headspace is 10 minutes, take 10. So do your take 10, and then 5 minutes at the end, try and do your own meditation. So it's really nice not to have to rely on someone else or something else, a recording, and just to sit there with yourself and feel and hear the breath, or feel and relax the body, whatever it is for you. Yeah, so 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and let me know how you get on. If there's any questions as well, if it's a question for you, most probably someone else is thinking it as well and just hasn't asked it. So do hit me up on Facebook, ask the question, or even just private message if you think it's a stupid question you really don't want the group to hear. But honestly, it's not a stupid question. Everything is valid. Yeah. Other than that, there's lots of resources on YouTube, and a wealth of inspiration out there about all the new scientific measures that they've been doing on how they can, I think with 95% accuracy, when they do a brain scan, they can tell who is a meditator and who is not, because it's so fundamental in the structure of the brain. And also the brain, the structure of the brain changes with meditation, and not after years, but literally after about a week or something like that, a week of 10 minutes every day, the structure of your brain has physically changed. So it's pretty impactful. Yeah. Alrighty, let me know if you've got any questions. Cool. Thank you.